This video demonstrates how to create a Mac or Windows desktop application from a folder of HTML files. First, let's look at our folder of files. We have a set of folders and a main HTML file that launches into what looks like an application. It asks a series of questions that the user can answer and flip through. We'll use the DocProtect application to build our application. Let's name a record of information. We're going to select the file we want to wrap. So there's our main HTML file. So that file and all other files and folders within its folder are going to be wrapped into our application. We're going to select an icon file. For Mac, it's a .icns file. For Windows, a .ico file. And finally, we're going to choose an output folder to store our generated application. Since we're generating this on Mac, let's create a 64-bit app so it's compatible with Catalina. We need to set a few options. Let's give a default window size in pixels when it opens up. We'll make it resizable, and let's hide a previous next button that appears at the top, since we're kind of doing that function within our app itself. So let's go ahead and build our application. It'll take just a few minutes, and now you can see the application has been generated. If we go to the output folder, we see the generated application. We can name it whatever we want and then distribute it to a user. When a user launches, it's presented on the screen, looks like kind of a standard application. If you plan to sell your application, you may want to apply a computer unique activation process. Click the Options button and go to the Password panel. And we can apply a fixed password, but what we want to do in this case is to apply a computer unique password. So we're going to click OK and rebuild our application. Let's launch our application. So this is the new application we just built. And you can see when launched, the user must enter a computer unique password based on a password number that's presented in the dialog. To get that number, you go to Quick License running on your development machine. And you enter the number. Click the password button, and that's the number that you give to the user. And now they can activate the application. Each launch thereafter, the application will run without any kind of activation dialog. If you want a more automated activation process, you can use the Safe Activation service to implement serial number activation. We're going to quickly outline that process now, where we're going to start with a Safe Activation account and set up an automated web page where we can put the URL here in this field and then enable serial number activation. We've already logged into a Safe Activation account, and we're creating a product edit page that knows how to activate our application. The key points are in the activation calculation. We're going to enter P to generate the password. We're going to enter a seed value in this ticket code field, and that comes from our DocProtect record. There are a couple of other screens we've already set up. One is we're doing serial number activation, so we've linked our product to a list of serial numbers that we've already generated, and we've also linked to an activation form that controls the activation process. Once everything is set up, it gives the URL that we need to put into this field. And now we're ready to go ahead and generate our serial number activated product. Now that is generated, let's go to the output folder, launch the application, and now you can see it presents an enter serial number dialog. And the user can simply enter a serial number they receive from you at the moment of purchase. Let's go back to our safe activation account and we can see that list of serial numbers. So for this application, we generated a list of serial numbers that start at 301. So let's grab that serial number and let's assume we've given that to the customer during the purchase process. And now you can see the application has been activated through the online activation service and it's up and running.